Hello, this is Maria with Create Your Sacred, and today I've been asking myself the question, or I just kind of heard this question in my head saying, what do I get from yoga? And it's something that I come back to throughout time. Why am I coming to this practice? Why do I feel like I need it? What is it helping me with in my life? And today I had this perspective that I have had before, but I just thought I'd share it because I know that other people have had it in different ways, not just when they practice yoga. But yoga gives me, and my meditation practice gives me, this space where I can step outside myself, where I can remove myself from the direct experience that I'm having. And it's almost like when you're creating a painting or writing something and you're working really hard on it, you're right there and you decide, okay, I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to look at the bigger picture. I'm going to see how it fits into the context of my life, what it means, how it feels from not just my own perspective, from this outside perspective. And when I come to my yoga mat, when I step outside my life, I leave everything that's going on, or I try to, outside of my yoga mat. Or I come to my cushion and I sit with my breath, and even though all of that stuff is still happening, even though you've made that painting and it's still in the corner of the room, or that thing that you've written is on your computer screen and you are somewhere else, even though it's still happening, your life is still happening when you come to your yoga practice or when you choose to step away from it. You're changing the perspective. You are choosing to step into a role that does not look at the minute details and judges them, but rather sees it as this big picture, right? And when we look at the big picture, rather than the one individual piece, then we are able to see it more clearly. We can see that individual piece in relationship to the whole more clearly. And that's how I feel when I practice yoga. I get this shift that happens where I'm able to see more clearly the things that I am addressing in my life. And it also gives me the space to do that. It gives me the time to see more clearly. And every time I come to that practice or that space, and that could be on my yoga mat, it could be on a meditation cushion, or it could just be really mindful practice of, washing the dishes and feeling like, I don't want to be washing the dishes right now. And you step outside that space and you imagine that you are not that individual being having the experience, but you are outside of the space watching yourself have that experience. And when we step outside, when we remove our individual self from the experience that we're having, we can see that big picture. And maybe in that big picture, you see beautiful details that you weren't able to see when you were up so close. So that's what my yoga practice is helping me with right now, along with so many other things. But I thought I'd just share that with you today and ask you, how are you stepping outside of yourself? How are you looking at the bigger picture? And what helps you get into that space? I really want to know.